classmate Leia. Like you, she wants to know the history of educational technologies. But, she don't know where to start. As a visual learner, she looked for videos that could help her and made an objectives for herself. 1. Distinguish the relevant timelines showing the development of the use of technology in education. 2. Show professional commitment to be an innovative teacher of the 21st century students. And 3. Construct ways on how to use today's technology in teaching. History of educational technologies. Cave drawing. Pythagoras Academy. Paper made in China. Manuscript transcription. Gutenberg printing press. Public education. Audiovisual age. Information age. Computer age. Digital age. Interactive age. And more to present. Now, let's visit each ages and see the technologies used. 30,000 BCE. Cave drawing. Cave drawing was one of the first ways of using educational technology that appeared before the history. It is found in Asia and Europe. People would draw pictures on the cave of animals or people. They would mostly use ground stone, sand mixed with animal blood or animal fat to write on the rocks in painting. 510 BCE. Pythagoras Academy. Pythagoras Academy was the first formal education academy in the history. It was founded by the philosopher Pythagoras. Students were taught in an open classroom setting where they learned philosophy, science and mathematics. 105 BCE. Paper made in China. The invention of paper greatly affects human history. Paper already existed in China since 105, however, a eunuch named Kylun made sign and helped drive its widespread adoption. His advanced papermaking technology then spread to Central Asia and the world through the Silk Road. The invention of paper support teaching the learning in classroom. Teacher use paper in classroom for different activity daily. 382 BCE. Manuscript transcription. Manuscript is a handwriting document while transcripts is the printed copy. Both are origin from Latin words. These scripts go to Europe and have been shaped throughout the medieval ages. It includes text, decoration. The importance of manuscripts in education is it helps students use handwriting especially in the elementary grades. 1450. Gutenberg printing press. Gutenberg creates movable printing metals, which designed to transform the printing of books in less costing and less time consuming. The metals were used several times until it destroyed reusing repeatedly, and it worked by arranging the metal letters to make many texts by reusing the letters. The printing press spread and became available most of the people who needed to improve science, technology and scholarship. Libraries also benefited from the tools and they had a high numbers of books with low cost. 1600 to 1800. Public education. Public schools are schools that wealthy people provided to help educate poor children. In a single classroom, they were teaching hundreds of students. Older students passed their learnings to younger learners. These schools taught people some skills they will need for work placement. Many meetings call for free public schools. However, in 1820, the first public high school was open in the US with only English language and learners should pay to get their grades, but after several years all grades were available for all the learners in public schools. 1910 to 1940. Audiovisual age. Radio started as wireless telegraphy. It all began with invention of radio waves, which have capacity to send out speech, music and all other data through air. Guglielmo Marconi was responsible for discovering the radio signals and Hertz discovered the radio waves. Film strips were used to show educational films in classrooms, serving as a predecessor of video cassettes, DVDs and Blu-ray technology. Film strip projectors allowed teachers to show presentations for class discussions. Roger Appledorn created a machine that projected the image of writing on clear film in the early 1940s. Appledorn reached out to businesses and teachers to push the product. Projector contributed to the education process in past. Teachers displayed pictures and words on the board so it made easier to view information for students. In 1941, Konrad Zuse invented the first computer in the world, which creator for programming and receiving software instructions. In fact, the computer was used to conduct statistical analysis and solving aircraft wing problems. 1960 to 1980, Information Age. One of the first mechanical televisions was created independently by two inventors, John Logie Baird and Charles Francis Jenkins. Both devices were invented in the early 1960s. Through VHS tapes, professors, educators, writers and philosophers were able to record their knowledge and share it through VHS tapes. Television had contributed significantly to the transfer of knowledge among people. So some channels have specialized in education and teach scientific lessons, also touch people in literature and history. 1970. Handheld calculator. The calculator was slow to be adapted by teachers as they feared it would undermine time-tested basic skills such as counting on fingers. 1990 to 1991. Computer Age. The Smartboard is an interactive whiteboard produced by the Calgary, Alberta-based company Smart Technologies. Smartboard helps teachers to have easy access to online resources by using Google. Using Brainstorm in the classroom can be fun with a smartboard. You can not only put together text/ideas but also images, diagrams or videos. 1995. Digital Age. In 1995, the web enabled the development of the first learning management systems, LMSs, such as WebCT, which later became Blackboard. LMSs provide an online teaching environment, where content can be loaded and organized, as well as providing spaces for learning objectives, student activities, assignment questions, and discussion forums. The first fully online courses started to appear in 1995, some using LMSs, others just loading text as PDFs or slides. The materials were mainly text and graphics. 2000. Interactive Age. Smartphones, laptops, and document camera were developed. Tablet PCs step in but they lack the screen resolution required to view large amounts of on-screen content comfortably. To serve education, it would likely have to be both ebook and web browser with wireless capability. It would have a screen size and visual resolution conducive to viewing content, and be lightweight, durable, and portable with long battery life. 2010. iPad was released by Apple Incorporated. It helped teachers in classroom to build dynamic learning experiences in various ways. Social and educational media. Social media are strongly associated with young people and millennials. In other words, many of the students in post-secondary education at the time of writing, social media are only just being integrated into formal education, and to date their main educational value has been in non-formal education, such as fostering online communities of practice, or around the edges of classroom teaching, such as tweets during lectures or rating of instructors.